Just a splash of milk left out in the sun, yet it gave birth to a 1,000-year legend. This is yogurt, a humble food that launched a microbial empire, conquering the world with its gentle tang and the invisible power of billions of probiotics. But have you ever wondered, how are over 40 million tons of yogurt made each year, making their way from everyday breakfasts to fine dining tables? The magical journey of yogurt begins at closed-loop modern dairy farms, where cows are raised under strict standards, fed optimized diets, and live in clean, controlled environments to produce the purest, freshest milk possible. From there, the milk enters high-tech factories, where modern machinery, live cultures, and time dance together in harmony to create a fermented masterpiece that has quietly claimed its place on human tables for millennia. Today, join Agriculture Insight as we uncover the secrets inside a modern yogurt factory, where every little cup holds a whole living world. All that and more in this video. Who would have thought that a dish millions of people adore every day actually began with an accident? No one knows exactly where yogurt originated, but many theories suggest it became popular in ancient Iran or India, where milk was left out under the sun until it thickened and fermented naturally. Others believe it was Central Asian nomads who unintentionally created yogurt by storing goat's milk in animal skin pouches, which not only kept the milk warm, but also triggered fermentation, thickening it in a way no one expected. And just like that, a culinary legend was born, in the most unexpected way. Have you ever fallen in love with a fermented food that smells unpleasant and spoils easily? Almost never. But yogurt is an exception. Thanks to two special probiotic strains, Lactobacillus bulgaricus and Streptococcus thermophilus, yogurt becomes not only easier to digest than fresh milk, but also contains 20 to 30% more calcium and protein. A unique fermented product, pure, nutritious, and beloved around the world. But before becoming the perfect fermented food, yogurt begins its journey in the simplest of places, massive dairy farms quietly producing the very first drops of milk. At the largest dairy farms in the United States, like Fair Oaks Farms in Indiana, home to over 25,000 cows, more than 250,000 tons of silaged corn are needed each year to feed the herd and keep the milk flowing all year round. But how can such an enormous amount of corn be preserved without losing its nutritional value? The answer lies in the silaging process. When corn reaches the wax-ripened stage, rich in starch and energy, specialized harvesters cut, chop, and shred the entire corn stalk right in the field. The chopped material is blown directly into a trailer moving alongside, preserving its freshness and nutritional quality. Back at the farm, the corn is unloaded onto a wide silage pad, spread into even layers and compressed repeatedly by heavy tractors. This compaction process removes all oxygen, creating the perfect anaerobic environment for natural fermentation to begin. In just a few weeks, naturally occurring microbes convert the sugars in the corn into lactic acid, a biological preservative that prevents spoilage and improves digestibility for cows. After compression, the volume of the silage is reduced to about 1/3 of its original size, yet it can be stored safely for up to 6 months. From a field of fresh green corn, the silaging process transforms the crop into golden layers of high-energy feed, silently powering an entire dairy industry. At high-tech dairy farms, the feeding process is almost entirely automated. Feed distribution machines run along each row of barns, delivering precise portions directly into the troughs, ensuring that every lady cow is cared for with the right ration at exactly the right time. Never early, never late. This precise nutritional regimen forms the foundation for healthy growth, helping cows reach ideal physical condition to begin reproduction, typically between 15 and 18 months of age. After around 9 months of pregnancy, the mother cows begin producing milk, marking the very start of the journey that leads to the smooth, creamy yogurt we enjoy every day. When milking season arrives, dairy cows step into automated milking stations, where every step is powered by advanced technology. Each cow is identified through an ear tag chip, which automatically records data on milk yield, milking times, and overall health. Unlike beef cattle or other livestock, dairy cows are particularly sensitive to their environment. And that's why, in modern dairy farming, one belief has become a guiding principle. Only happy cows can produce the best milk, clean, rich, and abundant. Before milking, their udders are carefully cleaned with a disinfectant solution to ensure milk quality. Then, the automatic milking units gently attach to each teat and begin extracting milk using a steady vacuum pressure. The entire process takes place in a sterile environment, causing no pain and requiring no direct human handling. Each cow can produce around 25 to 30 liters of milk per day. Within just a few minutes, dozens of liters of fresh milk are channeled through a closed system of stainless steel pipes, flowing straight into a cooling tank, where the milk is quickly chilled to around 4 degrees Celsius to preserve its freshness and beneficial bacteria. Several hours to half a day after being milked and chilled, specialized tanker trucks arrive at the farm to collect the fresh milk and transport it to the processing plant. These trucks are designed like mobile refrigerators, equipped with thick insulation and fully sealed tanks to prevent contamination during transit. Each tanker can carry anywhere from several thousand to over 20,000 liters of milk, serving hundreds of farms each day. Upon arrival at the factory, milk samples are taken directly from the tanker for quality testing. All critical parameters, including cleanliness, freshness, fat content, and especially antibiotic residues, are carefully analyzed in the laboratory. Only when the milk meets all safety standards is it pumped into the intake system to begin the next stage of processing. After collection, the milk is sent into a centrifuge, spinning at up to 6,000 revolutions per minute, separating the lighter cream to the top and the heavier skim milk to the bottom. Thanks to centrifugal force, this process takes just a few minutes instead of an entire day if done naturally. Few people realize it, but this very step determines how creamy or light every glass of milk you drink will be. However, after separation, the skim milk and cream are not kept in their original forms. Food engineers carefully blend the two components back together, adjusting the fat ratio to create different types of yogurt, from full fat to low fat, or even completely fat-free varieties. Additionally, milk powder, sugar, and stabilizers are added to the mixture to increase protein content, improve texture, and prevent the final product from separating after fermentation. This is a crucial formulation step that ensures every batch of yogurt meets consistent quality standards before reaching the market. Have you ever seen yogurt cups with separated whey or an uneven, grainy texture? In fact, this problem usually comes from two fundamental processing steps that weren't properly done: pasteurization and homogenization. During pasteurization, the milk is heated to 85 to 90 degrees Celsius for about 30 minutes, enough to eliminate most harmful bacteria and unwanted enzymes, while still preserving the nutrients and natural flavor. Unlike sterilization, which uses extremely high temperatures, pasteurization is a gentler method, cleaning the milk but keeping it alive and ready for fermentation. Immediately after, the mixture goes through a high-pressure homogenization system, 200 to 300 bar. Under this intense pressure, the milk is forced through microscopic gaps, breaking down fat globules and dispersing them evenly throughout the mixture. This creates a smooth, stable milk base. But the true journey of yogurt only begins when the milk is cooled down to around 43 degrees Celsius. This is the golden point where live cultures awaken and trigger a remarkable transformation. At this moment, 2 strains of beneficial bacteria are added, quietly initiating a crucial biological reaction, fermenting lactose into lactic acid. It is this acid that acts as a natural catalyst, causing the milk to coagulate, turning it into a smooth, creamy texture with the signature mild tang of yogurt. The fermentation process lasts 3 to 5 hours under strictly controlled conditions at 42 to 45 degrees Celsius. Even the slightest deviation in temperature or time can ruin the batch, resulting in yogurt that is under-fermented, watery, or overly sour. Beneath the smooth surface of every fruit yogurt cup lies a delicate blending process between technology and nature. Once the yogurt has completed fermentation and reached the perfect creamy texture, the factory moves on to the step of adding flavor and color to the product. Starting with preparing the fruit jam in a separate, fully sterile area. Here the jam is made from freshly pureed fruits, combined with juice, cornstarch for thickness, and natural flavor extracts to preserve the fruit's authentic taste. The mixture is carefully heated and closely monitored to prevent color or flavor degradation. Strawberries, blueberries, bananas, pears, and mangoes. Each type of fruit is carefully selected to ensure consistent quality in every batch. The filling process is then carried out using a modern dual pump system. One nozzle pumps fruit jam into the bottom of the cup, while the other fills yogurt on top, all in just a split second. The amount of jam usually ranges from 15 to 25 grams, depending on the product, ensuring that every spoonful of yogurt delivers a perfectly blended fruit flavor. Today, yogurt is no longer limited to familiar plastic cups. It is packaged in a wide variety of formats, from premium glass jars for the high-end market to eco-friendly paper containers, and even convenient squeeze pouches designed for children or travelers. The sizes are just as diverse. Mini portions of only 50 grams for a quick snack, to 1 kilogram family packs for home or restaurant use. Each packaging format is not just container, it represents a careful calculation of user experience, storage, transportation, and the lifestyle each product is meant to serve. Finally, the cups are automatically sealed and labeled on a high-speed production line. Some factories also employ camera inspection systems and automatic weighing machines to detect and eliminate any packaging errors. The cold storage room, the final checkpoint that safeguards the quality of every yogurt cup. Here, the packaged products are sent directly into refrigerated storage via an automated conveyor system, eliminating the need for manual handling. Inside, the temperature is consistently maintained between 2 to 6 degrees Celsius, the ideal range to slow down enzymatic activity and bacterial growth. This preserves the yogurt's smooth texture, delicate flavor, and keeps the live probiotic cultures intact. This isn't just a cold room, it's a digitally managed system that monitors every pallet in real time, ensuring precise inventory tracking and quality control. Thanks to this system, the products are not only perfectly preserved but also ready for timely distribution, delivering yogurt to consumers with the same freshness and quality as when it first left the production line. Right now, we are in California, known as the avocado capital of the United States. This state produces 90% of the country's total avocado supply, making the U.S. one of the world's largest avocado producers. However, domestic production still doesn't meet demand, forcing the U.S. to import a large amount of avocados from other countries, especially Mexico. Typically, an avocado tree takes about 6 to 7 months to bloom and bear fruit. By summer, when the orchards are heavy with ripe avocados, farmers work tirelessly, checking ripeness, preparing harvest baskets, and carefully hand-picking each avocado to ensure the best quality. The United States is known for having one of the most advanced agricultural industries in the world, where high-speed harvesting machines and cutting-edge technology help boost productivity. However, when it comes to avocados, no machine can replace the hands of a skilled farmer. To ensure the highest quality, farmers still rely on traditional hand harvesting methods, paying attention to every little detail. They only pick perfectly ripe avocados, not too soft, not too firm, with smooth, unblemished skin. Long poles with specialized cutting blades allow them to reach avocados on high branches, while sturdy ladders provide support for picking fruit in harder-to-reach areas. Once an avocado is cut from the tree, it is carefully placed into a basket worn on the chest, preventing any impact that could bruise its delicate skin. Afterward, the avocados are neatly arranged in crates under the trees, ready for the next stage of their journey. A skilled farmer can harvest up to 1,000 pounds of avocados per hour. Compared to machines that can process tons of fruit in the same time, this may seem modest, but the precision and care of human hands are something technology has yet to fully replicate. Hand harvesting not only preserves the quality of avocados by preventing bruising and scratches, but also helps retain their freshest flavor. It's more than just a task, it's an art, reflecting the dedication and respect that American farmers have for their crops. So, what happens to the avocados after they leave the orchard? The answer is about to be revealed. Before reaching consumers, avocados go through a strict processing system at the packing facility to ensure the highest quality. Once they arrive, the avocados are placed in cold storage, where temperatures are maintained between 40 to 55 degrees Fahrenheit. This process slows down ripening, keeping the fruit in its optimal condition before moving on to the next processing steps. The avocados are first carefully transported through an automated conveyor system, guiding them to the washing area where the cleaning process begins. Here, high-pressure spray nozzles operate with precision, releasing powerful streams of clean water onto the surface of each avocado. Layers of dirt, impurities, or any debris clinging to the avocado skins are thoroughly removed thanks to the force and accuracy of the spray system. This process not only ensures the avocados are clean, but also guarantees that they meet strict hygiene standards before proceeding to the next stages of processing. Next, they pass through a water tank containing a food-safe solution, which helps eliminate bacteria and extend their shelf life. After washing, the avocados journey into the drying system, where soft rotating brushes embrace them like a gentle breeze sweeping over rolling hills. They tumble gracefully, shedding every last drop of moisture as if shaking off a light morning dew. This delicate process ensures each avocado emerges pristine and unscathed, its skin smooth and flawless, ready for the next stage of its adventure. Next, the avocados pass through a high-speed optical sorting machine, where state-of-the-art laser sensors scan each fruit in a fraction of a second, analyzing color, size, ripeness, and even the tiniest surface defects. This system operates with remarkable precision, processing thousands of avocados per hour to ensure consistency and quality. By maintaining strict quality standards, this automated sorting process ensures that only the finest avocados continue down the production line, optimizing efficiency while minimizing waste. After passing the quality check, the avocados move along the conveyor belt to the automatic labeling machine. Each label is printed with information about the origin, type, and batch number, then applied directly to the fruit. Finally, the avocados drop onto a lower conveyor belt, sorted according to their size, before moving on to the next stage of processing. Here, workers carefully pick up each avocado, placing them neatly on padded trays before packing them into cartons. Additionally, avocados can also be carefully packaged in durable mesh bags, which allow for proper ventilation and help maintain the freshness of the fruit during transportation and storage. In more advanced factories, automated robotic arms take over this task. These robots are equipped with high-precision sensors, allowing them to pick up each avocado and place it into cartons without damaging the delicate skin. A single robot can package over 1,200 cartons per hour, significantly boosting production efficiency. Once packaged, avocados are stacked onto pallets and moved to cold storage, where they are kept at a temperature of 39 to 42 degrees Fahrenheit. This controlled environment helps maintain freshness and quality before they are transported to consumers. In the US, while 65% of avocados are consumed fresh, the remaining 35% are processed into products such as avocado oil, and most notably guacamole, a creamy, rich dip made from mashed avocados blended with selected spices to create a refreshing and flavorful taste. Once cleaned, the avocados continue along the conveyor belt to the peeling and depitting station. Skilled workers carefully cut the avocados in half, remove the pits, and scoop out the flesh with precision, ensuring the soft, creamy interior remains intact without damage. The avocado flesh is then transferred to the grinding system, where sharp blades blend it to a perfectly smooth consistency. At the same time, lime juice, salt, garlic, onions, cilantro, and green chilies are added using an automated dosing system, ensuring a well-balanced and consistent flavor in every batch of guacamole. Once mixed, the guacamole undergoes a thorough quality check, where its texture, color, and taste are inspected before entering the packaging line. The mixture is then pumped into containers or vacuum-sealed bags using an automated filling system, with an accuracy of just 1 gram, ensuring each product has the correct weight. Guacamole is then placed into the HPP system, a technology that uses extremely high pressure to eliminate bacteria without the need for high temperatures or preservatives. This process helps maintain the fresh flavor and quality of the product for a longer shelf life. Finally, the packaged guacamole is carefully stacked onto pallets and stored in cold storage, ready for distribution to supermarkets, restaurants, and consumers worldwide. Beyond its creamy, flavorful dip, avocados are also processed into high-value, nutrient-rich oil. After being cleaned, peeled, and pitted, the avocado flesh is finely mashed before entering a cold pressing system to extract pure avocado oil while preserving its natural nutrients. The extracted oil then goes through a filtration and refinement process using advanced technology to remove impurities, ensuring the highest level of purity. The final product has a light yellow or greenish color, rich in healthy fats and vitamins for health and beauty. In addition, frozen avocado is highly popular because it provides an effective way to preserve the fruit while maintaining its flavor, color, and nutritional value. The avocado flesh is cut into pieces and quickly frozen at -0.4 degrees or lower to prevent oxidation. Thanks to rapid freezing technology, frozen avocados can be stored for up to 12 months without the need for preservatives. This product is widely used in smoothies, guacamole, avocado sauces, and many other dishes. Imagine standing in the midst of vast mustard fields, with brilliant yellow mustard flowers stretching as far as the eye can see under the sun. Welcome to Saskatchewan, the golden land of Canada, where it produces up to 40% of the world's mustard supply, providing high-quality mustard seeds to the entire globe. But don't let these tiny seeds fool you. Every year, millions of tons of mustard seeds are harvested, contributing to an industry worth billions of dollars. And within those millions of mustard seeds, only the bright yellow and white seeds are chosen to create the legendary French's mustard, while the rich brown and black seeds are carefully selected to make the premium, sophisticated Dijon mustard. Unlike French's mustard, which offers a mild heat and subtle sweetness, perfect for fast foods like hot dogs and hamburgers, Dijon mustard stands out with its sharp flavor and smooth texture. Ideal for sophisticated dishes where refinement and complexity in taste are highly valued. What many don't realize is that mustard production tells an untold story much larger than just farming. Mustard season not only reflects the climate and soil, but also partly reveals the character and culture of each country. From the simplicity and strength of yellow mustard in the west of Canada and the US, to the refinement of Dijon mustard in France and the boldness and depth of brown mustard in Indian cuisine, each type of mustard carries the distinctive mark of its cultural and culinary heritage. Every legendary tale has a beginning, and when the once brilliant yellow fades, giving way to a warm brown velvet carpet, it's the sign that harvest season has officially arrived. The ripeness of the mustard seeds, with their vibrant color and protective outer shell, reveals the first secret in the journey of creating the exceptional flavor of mustard. That's when the steel beasts, massive combine harvesters, start rolling. With giant tracks or wheels, they move steadily across the fields, guiding their razor-sharp blades deep into the dry, brittle mustard stalks. Once inside, the entire plant passes through a powerful threshing chamber. Here, spinning rotors work non-stop, breaking the seed pods apart with intense impact. This process frees the tiny brownish-yellow mustard seeds, which fall onto a vibrating sieve below. Meanwhile, the remaining stalks are pushed out the back and scattered across the field as a natural mulch, helping retain moisture and nourish the soil for seasons to come. The sieving system now enters a more delicate phase. Precise vibrations shake off leftover dust, shells, and debris. Each machine has a capacity of up to thousands of tons of mustard per hour, equivalent to the labor of about 300 workers working continuously. While these machines enhance productivity and efficiency, their growing use raises several environmental concerns, including air pollution, dust, loss of biodiversity, noise pollution, and other negative impacts on the environment. Therefore, the adoption of sustainable solutions is becoming increasingly important to mitigate these impacts and ensure long-term, sustainable development for both the industry and the planet in the future. As the Symphony of Harvest comes to a close, fully loaded trucks begin to roll out, carrying this tiny yet mighty spice toward the next leg of its extraordinary journey, revealing the next marvelous secret, the transformation into the flavorful mustard we know and love. As soon as the trucks carrying thousands of tons of mustard seeds arrive at the factory, an automated robotic system takes samples directly from the containers and delivers them to the testing room. Before mustard seeds can become a flavorful condiment, they must go through a thorough cleaning and screening process. Not washing the mustard seeds with water is the next secret, as it helps reduce the risk of lowering seed quality, preventing them from becoming damp and affecting both storage and the seasoning production process. In the factory, the seeds are transported upward via conveyor belts into a feed hopper connected to a vibrating device, ensuring a steady flow into the sorting system. Next, the seeds enter a size sorting machine, where multi-layer vibrating screens separate out seeds that are too small or broken, keeping only those that meet the desired standards. After size sorting, the seed stream continues through a gravity separator, where hollow seeds or lighter impurities are removed by a strong air current. Finally, the mustard seeds pass through an optical sorting machine where defective or low-quality seeds are detected and removed using advanced image scanning technology, ensuring that only the highest quality seeds are retained for the next stage. After we have explored the rich tradition of mustard oil production in India, let's dive into the secret formula behind one of the most premium mustards in the world, the exquisite Dijon mustard, starting with the soaking and grinding stages. First, the mustard seeds used to produce Dijon must be either brown or black mustard, as these varieties have a sharp and robust flavor, adding refinement and complexity to Dijon mustard. In the initial stage, mustard seeds are poured into soaking drums equipped with a rotating mechanism and a continuous spray system. This system circulates clean water mixed with about 5 to 10% vinegar and 1 to 2% salt, which not only softens and hydrates the seeds, but also activates natural enzymes in their outer layer, kickstarting the release of essential oils and developing that signature pungent mustard flavor. After the seeds have been properly soaked, they move on to the grinding stage, a crucial key step that releases the essential oils, full flavor, and distinctive pungency. Especially popular in France, particularly in the Dijon region, traditional mustard stays loyal to the age-old method of slow granite stone grinding. The mechanism is simple yet effective. A heavy rotating stone slowly grinds the seeds against a fixed base, crushing them without generating significant heat. Each large stone mill can process about 15 to 20 kilograms of seeds per hour, ideal for small-scale, high-quality production. The main advantage of this method is that it maintains a low temperature throughout the grinding process, minimizing the evaporation of essential oils, the very compounds responsible for mustard's signature heat and aroma. This is the key to creating the sophisticated and refined flavor of Dijon mustard. After the mustard seeds have been ground, the next mixing process adds ingredients in precise proportions. Vinegar makes up about 5 to 10%, salt from 1 to 2%, sugar around 3 to 5%, and special spices such as wine or specific flavorings are added according to the mustard recipe, creating a balanced and distinctive flavor. Not stopping there, mustard undergoes a crucial fermentation process, lasting from 24 hours to 1 week, allowing the flavors to intensify and creating a perfect harmony between the spices. While Dijon mustard continues its fermentation process, the production of French's mustard will amaze you with its efficient and high-speed industrial methods, propelling it to become a beloved global favorite. Unlike Dijon mustard, the yellow and white mustard seeds, after being preliminarily cleaned and stored in the warehouse, are directly fed into high-capacity grinding machines. The grinding system uses high-speed steel shafts to break the hard outer shell and release essential oils. To preserve the flavor and reduce evaporation, the system is equipped with cooling units that maintain temperatures below 30 degrees Celsius. Each industrial mill can process 300 to 500 kilograms of seeds per hour, more than 20 times faster than traditional stone mills. Although industrial mustard may lose a bit of that artisanal soul, it delivers exceptional consistency, scalability, and speed, all crucial for meeting global demand in the modern food industry. Next comes the blending stage, the crucial step that defines the final flavor of the mustard. The freshly ground mustard mixture is believed to be combined with 70% water, 10% vinegar, 10% wine, 1 to 3% sugar and salt, along with turmeric powder and other spices. After blending, the mustard mixture is transferred into a maturing system where it rests to stabilize both flavor and texture. Compared to Dijon, the maturing process for French mustard is much shorter, lasting only from several hours to a few days. Next is the filtering and refining stage, where the mustard mixture is passed through pressure filters or ultrafine mesh screens to remove any unwanted residue. For certain premium mustard varieties, an additional settling process is used to achieve a smoother, silkier texture. Modern factories often use centrifugal filters, which rapidly separate out the solids without compromising the mustard's signature flavor. After completing the full processing and sterilization steps, the mustard is sent to the automated packaging area. Each type of packaging not only serves to preserve the mustard, but also reflects its market segment and the unique characteristics of each mustard variety. For popular American yellow mustards like French's or Heinz, often paired with hamburgers, hot dogs, or sandwiches, plastic packaging is the go-to choice. This type of packaging is favored for being lightweight, easy to transport, and user-friendly, perfect for everyday household use. In the United States, hazelnuts are mainly grown in Oregon, a state with an ideal temperate climate featuring moist winters and cool summers. The trees are propagated from carefully selected healthy cuttings taken from nurseries, then dipped in rooting hormone solutions to improve survival rates and help young plants grow strong from the start. After careful selection, the hazelnut cuttings are ready to begin a new journey in the open fields. Specialized planting machines are used to automatically place the cuttings into the soil. These machines typically feature mechanisms that grip the cuttings, dig precise holes, insert them into position, and then firmly compress the soil around the base, all quickly and efficiently. A large hazelnut orchard can be planted within just a few hours. In autumn, as hazelnut orchards reach peak ripeness, the official harvest season begins. After about 3 to 5 years of cultivation, hazelnut trees start producing nuts. When the outer husks turn from green to golden brown and the nuts begin to fall from the branches with just a light breeze, it's a clear sign they've reached perfect maturity. A gentle shake reveals a crisp, rattling sound from within, proof of their dryness and quality. At this stage, specialized machines are brought into the orchards to gently and efficiently collect the fallen nuts, preserving their natural freshness and flavor. Next, the sweepers go to work, moving along the tree rows to gather all the fallen hazelnuts into neat, straight windrows on the ground. These machines are typically equipped with rotating brushes or soft paddles positioned close to the soil surface, operating gently to sweep the nuts without damaging the ground or the trees. As they run, the sweepers create a light airflow using built-in fans, which helps remove dust and dry leaves from the nuts, keeping the windrows clean and uniform, ready for the next stage of collection. Next, specialized harvesting machines begin their work, using powerful vacuum systems or rotating brushes to collect hazelnuts from the pre-arranged windrows. Once gathered, the nuts pass through a preliminary sorting conveyor, where light debris, such as dry leaves or small twigs, are blown away by a controlled airstream. The cleaned nuts are then transferred into a storage bin at the rear of the machine, where they are held during operation, ready to be unloaded into transport vehicles. Finally, the harvested hazelnuts are transferred directly from the picking machines into large containers and quickly transported to the processing facility. There, they are stored under ideal conditions, ready to begin their journey toward becoming the soul of every jar of Nutella. The hazelnuts are transported from the fields to the factory and unloaded onto receiving conveyors. Here, they undergo an initial cleaning process using air blowers or screening systems to remove soil, stones, and larger debris such as leaves and small branches. The selected hazelnuts are then transferred into specialized drying chambers to remove excess moisture, helping to extend their shelf life. This process uses carefully controlled hot air to ensure the nuts are dried without compromising their quality. After drying, the hazelnuts are sent through shelling machines, where the hard outer shells are removed without damaging the kernels inside. These machines typically use pressure rollers or precision cutting systems to ensure efficient and gentle shell removal. Next, the hazelnuts are passed through a vibrating screen machine, which acts as an intelligent filter in the processing line. Thanks to its consistent and powerful vibrations, the machine quickly sorts the nuts based on size and weight. Broken shells, shriveled kernels, and damaged nuts are removed through multiple mesh layers, leaving only high-quality hazelnuts, plump, intact, and uniform. The hazelnut kernels, after being shelled, undergo a final cleaning process before being transferred to the manual sorting area. Here, workers stand along the conveyor belt, carefully inspecting each kernel by eye to remove any fragments, defective pieces, or those that do not meet quality standards. The workers' precision and experience ensure that only the highest quality hazelnut kernels are retained for the next processing stages, on their way to becoming a rich, creamy jar of Nutella. After being carefully selected, the finest white hazelnuts are fed into an industrial grinder, where they are finely ground under high-speed blades, releasing their natural oils and forming a rich, creamy, and aromatic paste, the very soul of millions of jars of Nutella around the world. In the production of Nutella, sugar, which makes up as much as 55% of the formula, is just as essential as hazelnuts. The type of sugar used is ultra-fine, with particle sizes of only 10 to 20 micrometers, 5 to 10 times smaller than regular granulated sugar. This allows it to blend seamlessly with the other ingredients, creating Nutella's signature smooth and creamy texture that's instantly recognizable. Cocoa is one of the most important ingredients contributing to Nutella's rich and distinctive flavor. Although it makes up only about 7% of the total composition, cocoa is the irreplaceable piece that completes the balance of sweetness, creaminess, and aroma in every jar of Nutella. The cocoa processing journey begins with carefully selected dried cocoa beans, which are roasted at an optimal temperature to enhance their natural aroma and make the shells easier to remove. Once the shells are discarded, the inner part of the bean, known as nibs, is ground into a thick, smooth paste called chocolate liquor. This paste is then pressed to extract cocoa butter. The remaining material, known as cocoa solids, is finely ground into low-fat cocoa powder. This very powder is what's used in the Nutella formula, delivering a deep, aromatic chocolate flavor while maintaining the product's signature smooth and creamy texture. Palm oil accounts for about 20% of Nutella's ingredients and plays a crucial role in creating the product's smooth, creamy texture. Not only does it provide a rich, pleasant mouthfeel, but it also helps extend shelf life without the need for artificial preservatives, a factor that enhances Nutella's appeal and trustworthiness among consumers. The processing of palm oil begins with steaming freshly harvested palm fruits to soften the flesh, making it easier to extract the oil. The resulting crude palm oil, though nutritionally rich, still contains impurities and natural odors. Therefore, it undergoes a high-temperature refining process to remove unwanted smells, colors, and residues. Finally, the refined palm oil is stored under strictly controlled conditions of temperature and light to ensure consistent quality before being blended into Nutella's production line, contributing to the smooth, luscious consistency that fans around the world know and love. Skimmed milk powder, a key ingredient responsible for Nutella's unmistakable creaminess, is produced through a process that removes fat from fresh milk. After fat removal, the milk is pasteurized to eliminate harmful bacteria, then concentrated and finally spray-dried into a fine powder that is easy to store and transport. Not only does skimmed milk powder help give Nutella its smooth, velvety texture, but it also provides a gentle sweetness that perfectly balances the rich flavors of hazelnuts and cocoa. As a result, every spoonful of Nutella is not only delicious, but also leaves a lingering creamy finish that delivers a satisfying and unforgettable experience for consumers worldwide. And now, the legendary journey called Nutella officially begins. First, the power duo, finely ground roasted hazelnuts and rich cocoa powder, is added to the blending system. Next, ultrafine sugar and skimmed milk powder are gradually incorporated, allowing each tiny particle to dissolve perfectly, bringing just the right balance of sweetness and creaminess. Then comes the texture wizard, refined palm oil, playing a key role in achieving Nutella's famously smooth consistency. Finally, the secret touch of natural flavors is added, elevating Nutella into an unforgettable taste experience. Like Coca-Cola or KFC, Nutella's recipe is a multi-million-dollar secret, with fewer than 10 people in the world who know it in full. After blending, the mixture is passed through a filtration system to remove any impurities. This step ensures that Nutella has a smooth, creamy consistency, free from any unwanted particles. Finally, the Nutella mixture is transported to the packaging area, the final stage of the entire production process, yet one that demands high precision. Here, the entire packaging system is fully automated to ensure both hygiene and efficiency. First, empty plastic jars are conveyed into the filling machine. The smooth, creamy Nutella is channeled through pipes and dispensed by specialized nozzles, which are capable of measuring out each gram with precision, ensuring that every jar meets exact standards for weight and quality. After filling, the Nutella jars are swiftly transported to the capping system, moving steadily along the conveyor belt. At this stage, plastic caps are automatically dispensed from a hopper and positioned precisely over the jar openings. A capping machine then applies controlled pressure to securely tighten each lid, ensuring that every jar is perfectly sealed to prevent air or bacteria from entering. This step plays a crucial role in keeping the product fresh and extending its shelf life without the need for artificial preservatives. Once capped, each jar passes through a sensor system that checks for proper sealing. Any jar with a loose or misaligned lid is immediately removed from the production line, guaranteeing that only top-quality products reach consumers. Following the capping stage, the jars of Nutella are transferred to the automatic labeling system, an essential step in perfecting the product's professional appearance. Here, the labeling machine automatically rolls and applies labels around each plastic jar with high precision. Once the labels are applied, optical sensors and cameras immediately scan each jar to verify the accuracy of label placement. This process helps maintain consistency and a high aesthetic standard for every jar of Nutella. Thanks to this strict quality control, the product not only guarantees superior internal quality, but also presents an attractive appearance that leaves a strong impression on consumers at first sight, contributing to enhancing the brand's value in the global market.